El jueves 14 de agosto madrugo más de la cuenta, pero al final el sacrificio valió la pena. Es temprano en Pacific Beach y me reúno con Kevin Faulconer, alcalde de San Diego, quien llega puntual a la cita para recorrer 1 kilómetro de amena entrevista en la que nos regala casi media hora de su tiempo para trotar y platicarnos acerca de la parte deportiva de su vida. ¿Qué deportes practicó de niño y adolescente?
You know, as a kid, I played a lot of soccer, baseball, and basketball were my sports when I was a kid growing up.
You in any sports team?
Yeah, all sports teams growing up as youth, AYSO, soccer, Little League, played basketball, and so it was a large part of growing up as a kid in my hometown of Oxnard.
What position do you play in basketball?
Basketball, I played forward.
And soccer?
Soccer, center fullback.
Okay. What sport do you like right now for watching?
You know, I'm a big college fan. I love college basketball and college football. Those are the two things I probably watch the most.
Sports do you practice right now?
You know, not as much as I'd like to, but I recently, a couple of years ago, got into cycling and a big, strong supporter of the Challenged Athletes Foundation. And I jog when I can and like to swim as well.
Have you ever participated in a half marathon, 5K, 10K race?
Several 10Ks, and also over the last couple of years, I started to get involved with some friends with some sprint triathlons. And so, particularly here in San Diego is the birth of the triathlon. So it's been great, particularly in summertime.
Tell me about your favorite sports team.
Baseball Padres, great team, and NFL Chargers. Looking forward to the new season starting. I think we're going to have a great Charger team this year.
Do you have a favorite team in the NHL? Hockey league?
Don't follow hockey so much.
In soccer?
Soccer so much? No, but I'll tell you, the World Cup was fantastic to watch, and I think generated a lot of excitement here in the U.S.
¿Tiene algún ídolo deportivo o algún atleta favorito?
You know, when I was a kid growing up and playing baseball, it was all about Hank Aaron and hitting the home runs. And all of us when we were little, that's who we like to watch.
Un momento deportivo favorito?
Oh God, I mean there's so many. I mean when I think back to it, I mean I just think recently to you know what the team did at San Diego State last year in the Sweet 16. That was electrifying. That was great. You know, and I think back to all of those years that I was growing up as a kid. It's like I said, watching Hank Aaron, you know, Reggie Jackson. I was a huge baseball fan growing up.
Have you ever been to a Xolos game in Tijuana?
I have not, but I'm looking forward to going. I've talked to Mayor Estisaran about going, and we're going to attend an upcoming game.
La distancia agendada para la entrevista no significó un reto para él. El alcalde se mantiene en forma y el traslado sobre la arena lo hace a buen ritmo, emulando a cientos de residentes de la zona que aprovechan el buen clima y el paisaje de la costa en Pacific Beach para cumplir con sus rutinas matinales de acondicionamiento físico. ¿Qué le dejan a la ciudad los Chargers y los Padres?
You know, sports teams are very important to the fabric of a city. I mean, when you see the strong support that we have in San Diego for the Padres, very strong support for the Chargers. I mean, you know when the Chargers are playing on Sunday. I mean, you can tell throughout the city, and everybody really comes together. It's part of really a civic pride and support for our teams.
A few weeks ago or months ago, Tony Gwynn passed away.
Yeah.
What did Mr. Padre give to this city?
You know, Tony, as I said, Tony Gwynn was not only Mr. Padre, he truly was Mr. San Diego. I think Tony Gwynn embodied the best of our city in San Diego. Not so much what he did on the field, which was incredible, but really who he was as a person off the field. You know, such a great humanitarian. He represented, I think, all of the best of San Diego.
Have you heard of any plans to build a new stadium for the San Diego Chargers to assure that they will stay here for a long, long time?
Keeping the Chargers in San Diego is very important. Chargers are important to the entire region. They want to stay in San Diego. I'm confident we can put together a plan that does that. We've got to make sure it protects taxpayers. But as we look at, for example, the new stadium that we built for the Padres in Petco Park, I think that's been a tremendous benefit to San Diego. And I think we can do the same thing with the Charger Stadium.
Have you heard of any plans for bringing an NBA team, an NHL team, a Major League Soccer team to the city?
No, I mean, I think really the focus right now these days is making sure we can move forward on the convention center expansion and the Charger Stadium. And I think that's where we're going to focus most of our efforts.
In your opinion, Mayor, what will happen here for the teams like the Padres and the Chargers that they didn't have a championship in all their history?
Yeah, well, I'm confident that we're gonna cross that line. Chargers are doing great. Padres are bringing in a lot of new players. I was a San Diego State guy. I was an alumni. I remember those days back in basketball. We were playing back in Peterson Gym, and we've seen what Coach Fisher has done. I think that we have every indication that our team can win a national championship one day at San Diego State as well.
What can you do in your position to fight the sedentary lifestyle and child obesity?
Yeah, we're fortunate in San Diego to have such great weather. We have such a great outdoor culture. It's all about trying to get involved and to get motivated. One of the things that I've done as mayor, cycling is a particular interest of mine. So we're moving forward on new bike lanes throughout the city. Just did a new downtown bike loop and by the water. It's all about encouraging kids and really adults of any age to get outside, exercise, use a bike, and it's great for the environment as well.
2 years ago, there was a strong rumor in Mexico that San Diego and Tijuana were trying to organize the Olympic Games. Have you ever heard about that?
Yeah, I did. I think they're moving on to look at one city location at this point. But I think that conversation is indicative of really the strengthening of ties between our two cities. When I first got elected, the very first week, I went and paid a visit to Tijuana, right next door, met with Mayor Astizaran, members of the council, to reinforce how important our relationship is between Tijuana and San Diego. When our region does well, we all do well. I view ourselves as not two cities, San Diego and Tijuana, but one region. And I think more and more as you're seeing that collaboration, that great relationship we have between our two cities, I think you're going to see that just more and more, and it's so important on both sides of the border. Oh, Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn.
Mr. San Diego.
Chargers.
Great season this year.
Soccer World Cup.
Excitement.
Tijuana Cholos.
Excellent.
Lance Armstrong.
Cycling.
San Diego.
Outdoor, beautiful, great people.
Tijuana.
Great city, very vibrant culture.
Kevin Faulconer.
Glad to be here with you today. I'm not in City Hall.
Para Frontera.info con información de Armando Esquivel e imágenes de Jorge Valencia.